Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the SierraCast TV, and my name is James Cabo. Today with me here, I got the one and only Mrs. Konjoh, the one beautiful Mrs. Konjoh. Good evening, Mrs. Inez.
Hello, Mr. Cargo. How are you?
Welcome to SierraCast TV. We're happy to get here today.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
And to make this one a good day, you are our first guest.
All right.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
And here today, because we know you have a lot of help going on in the community. You are one of the ladies we look up to.
Thank you.
So we know you have, I don't know how we call it, the Kia.
Yes.
Okay. So we want to know what the Kia is about.
Well, We Care is an organization that was birthed from the Ebola virus epidemic that happened in West Africa. Now, when the Ebola virus happened, when it ravaged through parts of West Africa, mainly Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, people in our community decided to come together so that we can send some kind of aid to help our people who were suffering from the virus. Now, after the Ebola epidemic, we decided that we needed some kind of an organization that would be able to respond to the needs of our community. And when I say our community, not just our local community, but also our global community.
So what is the purpose and the goal of Kia?
Well, the goal of We Care is to address the physical, emotional, and psychosocial needs of the West African and mainly low-income and immigrant communities.
Like how you convince yourself that the service you offer to the people is really needed?
Well, when we look around us, mainly in our communities, and I mean the immigrant population around this Somerset County, Middlesex County area, we do see a lot of low-income families who do not get the economic support that they need, mainly because maybe they have some immigration problems that deter them from stepping forward in order to get aid. We do see a lot of children who would benefit from after-school programs. We do see a lot of children who would benefit from different health programs in the community. Therefore, as an organization, we think that those are some of the things that if we come together and we're able to support our community with those needs, that it would be something that would be very beneficial to them.
That's good. So what makes the Kia different from the other organizations in New Jersey?
Wow, that's a big question. Well, as we have seen from those who have formed organizations before us, a lot of them have tried, but for one reason or another, they haven't had the success that We Care has even had so far. We Care has only been an organization of about less than a year, and so far we've attained so many things that we think are very good towards our population. Now, we are a non-profit organization. We have already registered our organization. We have a tax ID number. We're trying to gain 501c3 status. And because of all these little things, we've already been able to assist during a big crisis, which was the Ebola epidemic in Sierra Leone. And we've been able to also assist people who were here during that epidemic, a few immigrants who needed assistance. We've been able to assist them in getting that assistance that they need. So with just these few steps within the past year, we think we've been able to do some of the things that most of the organizations before us could not do.
So whose idea is there to form Kia?
Well, We Care was, I would not say primarily the brainchild of, my brainchild. I think it was an organization that was formed because a few good people saw it fit, saw the need for something like this. I thought about it, and I had people who had the same mindset as I did. And together we were able to come together and form this very strong organization.
So how many people you guys have in the Kia right now? And how you get them on board?
At this time, we're 17 members strong. And yes, and like I said earlier, I was able to get a few of them. We started out with about 8 people who are part of the task force that came together during the Ebola epidemic. And as we've gone along, we've been able to invite, friends who've come to join our organization because they also see the need for what we're trying to project in the community.
So how somebody can join you here? Like if you want to come on board with you guys?
Well, it's simple. There are a few steps that you have to follow. First, someone has to get invited to a meeting, and that person would have to come through recommendation of someone who's already in the organization. They would come to sit in a meeting, observe the meeting, and then see if it's an organization that they would like to join based on the objectives of the organization. And based on that, they can send in an application with an application fee, and their application would have to go through an approval process.
Okay, so how is the structure?
Well, the structure of We Care right now is we do have an administrator general, we do have a secretary general, we have a treasurer, financial secretary, we have members of the board, and we have also our regular members.
Okay, so how is We Care funded?
We are funded primarily by fundraising activities, membership dues, and community funding events that we've been able to have, example, t-shirt drives. Okay. We had a big fundraiser when we launched the organization. We've had, we also have coming up our annual masquerade ball, which is a way also for us to fund our activities. And we look forward in the future to be able to get a lot of funding from the community.
Okay, that's nice. So how do you measure success of the work of We Care?
Well, when you look at the few people that we've been able to help with immigration, and we see the achievements through their faces, the smile and the relief from them. When we look at the 50 cases of gloves that arrived at 34 military hospital, and the relief that was on the nurses' faces and the doctors' faces to have those medical supplies that would help them in their fight against Ebola, I think we can say We Care has been quite successful so far.
Okay. So how do you conduct audits?
Well, since we're brand new, we haven't really had any audits at this time, but we do plan that as we launch the organization with a 501c3 number, we already have a tax ID, but when we do have a 501c3 status, non-profit status, we plan on having biannual auditing done by an outside company so that everything regarding the accounting and funding of the organization would be something that would be plain and clear to the community.
So who's your target population?
Well, our target population is every low-income family out there, whether it is in our close community or in the global community. It is every low-income and immigrant community out there.
Okay, so how do you assess needs for your service?
Well, we do evaluate on a case-by-case basis. So our organization is open to anyone who feels like they need the assistance to approach us, or if we identify a family or someone out there that needs our assistance, we do approach them or they can approach us.
Okay. So what are some work that We Care has already done in the community?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, we've already had the few immigrants that we've assisted with, immigration assistance. We've already had the case where we helped out with sending gloves to 34 military hospital. We have also done some food drives in the community, and we look forward to doing a lot more like that.
Okay. So how do people like us reach you guys? Like if we want to do any help, so We Care, how can we reach you guys? Like do you guys have like a website or anything we can reach you, like a number?
Yes, we do. If you do go to our website, we do have a website. It's wecareorganization.org. You can get us on Facebook or on Twitter, and our address and phone number is on the website.
Okay, so anything we want to do, we can get it. Anything we want to know about We Care,
you can just access our website, www.wecareorganization.org.
Okay, so you guys have a fundraising coming up.
Yes.
So you want to tell the people when and where?
Sure. That would be on the 28th of November. It's our annual masquerade ball. It's a black and red affair, and it would be at the Philo's Lodge on Old Bridge Turnpike Road. I do not have the exact address, but you can get it on the website www.wecareorganization.org. Thank you.
So do you guys need like any help on that day?
Well, since it's a fundraising event, any type of assistance coming from the community will be greatly appreciated. We do have our tax ID number for tax purposes, so if you do need that, you can also reach us and you can be able to get that. The tickets for that event are $30, and at the door they would be $35.
Yeah, at the door, 35.
Yes.
So now you're telling the people this one is for a good cause.
Yes.
You know, like people like us, we don't mind paying our money as long as it's for a good cause.
Exactly.
So how you want to convince the people to show up on that day?
Well, it is indeed for a good cause, and everybody knows that when We Care puts something together, it is going to turn out to be a great event. I think we should all come out and support the people in our community. We should all come out and support the people in the global community. Everything that We Care puts his fingers on usually turns out great. So I think it would be great for you to come out and support us.
So do you guys have like entertainment for the people that day, like side attraction? For some of us who like fun, you know, we like to go party and enjoy ourselves.
Well, at this time, we do not have any side attractions. We do have lots of music, lots of African, Caribbean, and international music. We have food and drinks. So I think you can come and party your heads out until, you know, the wee morning. And you never know, maybe we can even have you as an entertainer on that day.
Hey, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, guys. And you know, anywhere I'm at, laugh is free. You can laugh your day off. So please show up on when?
The 28th of November.
28th of November.
Starts at 8 a.m.
That's,
8 p.m.
The day after Thanksgiving, right?
It's a Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Saturday after Thanksgiving. So please make sure you show up. We care. You care. Let us care for ourselves. My name is James Konjoh, and the one and only
Mrs. Inez Konjoh.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Coming
you.
straight from Island Park, the SierraCast TV. Thank you. Hope to see you on
28th of November.
Okay.
HJB Productions LLC. We are visual storytellers. We pride ourselves in taking your vision and converting them into visuals.